this morning, Dad and I delivered some hay to Rolling Thunder Farm. I'm gonna highlight their farm and do an interview with Jen here soon. I think this morning she was getting a root canal. I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to talk. I think her appointment was at 9:30, they said. She's probably there. Okay. Dad brought that one, I brought the bigger one. That one's got 50, the other one's got 150. And they unload them themselves, which is nice. And they call when the wagons are empty and we come get them. Got some beautiful babies out there. Well, not just babies, but yeah. So I let Dad take over. There he is out there. Like I said, 5 acres, custom job that we're doing. Somewhere there's a rooster. Over there, way over in the background, there's a little John Deere with a grain drill behind it. Case International over there with a grain drill behind it. Those guys told me they're doing 60 acres, putting it in hay. This is our first pass going over this 5 acres that we're gonna work down and get it ready to seed. Don't know if that'll happen today. I asked those guys if they wanted to seed it, which is fine with me. It doesn't break my heart. That way I don't have to drag my equipment down here. We'll see. They said they had a lot of ground to cover, but working up kind of decent. We have 3 different settings on that disc that we can do, and on our last pass we will set it on the light setting. Right now it's like plowing really good. So it smells like onion out here. I love the smell of fresh dirt, but there is onion weed. That's what these are. Oh God, it stinks like onions. I don't like onions. All right, is what it is. I turned it over to Dad because he showed up here anyway, like he always does, but that's fine with me. And we both love to work in the dirt. Or just get behind the wheel of a tractor anyway. This one's kind of his baby. That old International disc that we have, it tears it up pretty good. We bought it super cheap at an auction years ago, and we've had to do some maintenance work to it, like you always will with anything when you buy an older piece like that. But usually we pull a harrow behind it, or we'll make another pass with a harrow. I'm not dragging that down here. We're going to try and smooth this out on our last pass with that disc. I've done it. Thing with the hay field, you want to get it as smooth as you can, because if it goes in grass, that grass is going to be around for years. I mean, I'm talking 10 plus years, unless something comes through and kills it out. The grass gets some kind of disease or whichever. But so, like I said, it's cutting pretty heavy right now, making these big chunks. They're going to dry out a little bit. It's a little tacky, not bad. Actually, we need some rain, which I guess we're getting snow tonight. Who knows? But so by the time we get back around on our second, maybe third pass, lighten up the disc where it's not cutting as hard, these will break up. They will. And it's very hard to go from corn stalks, a cornfield, to a hay field. It's a lot easier to go beans, soybeans to hay. But like I said, this isn't our field. This is a custom job. We're being paid to do this, so we're going to do the best we can. Just a little ways from home though. We're getting it done. Well, the seed's going in the ground. My plan worked. These guys got done with what they needed to do, and they were able to get my seed in the ground, so I didn't have to make the trip with my seeder or planter, whatever you want to call it, drill. Worked her down the best I could. There is rain all around us. Sure hoping this guy gets it in because he is on an open station tractor. Maybe I loaded mine up too quick. Maybe we should have hooked it up to it, but I'm gonna hang out. It wouldn't take just a few seconds to get it off. But yeah, neat looking sky. Or maybe that's a snowstorm, right? What in the world? It's April 21st. Oh my God, I think we got like 3 inches of snow overnight. We were expecting a coating. I was out here earlier this morning. Yeah, I've already been to the barn to do my feeding, and yeah, some of it's melting, which it's going to. 40s today, 40s tomorrow, but Friday it will get back up into the 50s and 60s, I believe. It's better than a heavy frost, that's for sure. It's really good for the stuff that we got seeded yesterday. My phone's ringing, I better answer that. So Hopi and Fancy here, they will wait till the cattle go out and they will ask for their hay, and there they are eating it. But don't know if you can see her. Heidi is out there, and Heidi heard the hay hit the ground. I think she's going to be walking up here in a little bit and stealing their hay. That's just the way it goes. I tell you two all the time, you need to be quiet. You need to be quiet. They heard you crying. They heard me throw the hay in, and here she comes. You guys better eat fast. It's going to be gone. She's kind of taking her time, though. Just started up the Duramax. It's a little cold. Sounds like that one's a little cold. Yeah, so last night, yesterday evening, I knew it was going to snow a little bit. We were supposed to get a coating. Yeah, right? Okay. I thought, I was waiting on a customer to get back with me that's needing hay. She's the one that takes it every 3 weeks. I thought, well, you know, I better back the gooseneck here into the barn so it'll be covered. Trailer floor will be dry in the morning. I can start loading hay. Yeah, well, I think it blew in from the north, and yeah, she's not dry yet. I had to sweep this off this morning. I still can't load hay on that yet. Almost. Maybe I get it out in the sunshine because the sun is shining, but got to put about 110 well, I guess it's gonna be about 130, and have the alfalfa mix. Yeah, probably should have closed those doors back there too, because the hay I need is on this wagon and a little bit upstairs. And yeah, we got a couple snow covered bales. Never expected that. It must have been blowing pretty hard last night to get in here on this. A coating, yeah, just where it blew in. That's a good 1.5 inches right there. How you guys doing? Okay, real quick here, I wanted to tell you about my Chevy four-wheeler. No, actually, it's a Yamaha Big Bear 400, all-time four-wheel drive. This is a 2000. That's right, year 2000. It's been good for us. We've had the top half of the motor rebuilt. She has a couple of exhaust leaks. No big deal. Yeah, we all do, right? It's been good to us. I used this four-wheeler back before I did hay. I cut a lot of firewood. Had a little trailer that went behind it. I had a, I don't know, 10 to 15 acre woods that someone was letting me harvest the dead trees out of. And instead of taking a pickup truck down into the woods, I bought this. And we hauled, oh God, a bunch of wood. I think the one year I did 30 cords of wood. One year, this hauled it all out. We moved wagons around with it. I have busted the taillight just recently. I need to replace that. But yeah, It's on its second set of tires that I put on it. And I used to be in a club for like 2 years. And you can see that sticker says 2002 member. But yeah. Return on investment on this? Oh, heck yeah. It was $5,200 in 2000. And we get, I mean, we use it. If we have a problem with the fence, we jump on this. We go around, check it out. I have a sprayer unit that goes on the back of this. Sprays about 13 foot wide. I spray a lot of my hay fields with. She runs great. Knock on wood. But yeah. Can anybody else say they still have a four-wheeler from the year 2000? Someday she'll be replaced with a side-by-side probably. I would like to have a side-by-side. But yeah. That's my baby. So with the snow outside, I think the plan is going to be finish up the things we need to do on this baler. There goes my phone again. I guess there's some chains in here that need to be adjusted. And I see Dad may have already done it. The stool's here. Impact gun's there. The book's out. I need to go check with him. He is in the house. Maybe that's done. Maybe I don't have a whole lot to do. I want to swap these tires from side to side for whatever reason. That's war right there. And the other one is not. So this one's going to go to that side. That one over there is going to come to this side and just swap them out. They're not directional tires. And I want to get as much use out of these tires as we can. This baler sees a lot of road travel. So does our tractor. And it wears out the rubber tires for sure. And I've always been told, and even on my Mahindra tractor, the right front tire on it, and even on our New Holland two-wheel drive, the right side tires wear different than the left sides. And I've been told it's because of the crown and the road. And the right side of the road dips off a little bit. We're always trying to stay near the white line or whatever at the edge of the road. And I've been told that's what does it. I don't know. If you go out and look at the road, it doesn't look like there's that much of a crown, but there is. So, and that's what does that, I've been told. So, I'm going to swap those tires. Until I find out what Dad did up there, I don't want to mess with anything up there and go taking apart what he already did. I think I'll just swap these tires right now while I'm waiting on the trailer to dry before I can load hay on it. If I load hay on a wet trailer, it just absorbs the moisture up through it like a sponge. So you got to take it, that hay that I'm loading up is probably 7 months old, and it's really dry. It's been in a barn. Be just like throwing a sponge on a puddle. So I'm not doing that. Great day to work in the shop. I bet if Dad was out here, he'd fire up the heater. I'm not doing that. So I have gotten the last bale of 2020 hay out of here to be sold. Got some over there we're going to keep for ourselves. Got about a dozen bales of straw for ourselves. Got 130 on the gooseneck. Leaving out of here tomorrow morning. And hopefully in a couple weeks we'll be making some more. Yeah. Well, it's a beautiful day. Well, no, somewhere. It's raining. It's okay, we need the moisture. It's been sprinkling now for like a half hour or so. And as you can see, there's some dirt. Not even wet yet. Just nice steady rain. It's all right. I think I seen it like in 4 or 5 days it's gonna be 84 degrees. That's crazy. I mean, we just had snow a few days ago. What in the world? Ohio. So, we're back to work on our baler. And we found out we had to put some bearings in. So, there's a bearing here. There's a bearing in there. This auger right here, which is a, I don't know, it's nice. This auger pulls the material into the center, and then it gets picked up in there. All this weight from this auger rides on this bearing, this bearing. The other side drives it, so it's got two chains. One that comes from up in here a little bit more. This chain here goes down. There's one on each side. Runs the pickup here that pulls the hay up off the ground. But I've talked to some other guys. These bearings are known for going bad, I guess. I had serviced this, put the covers back on, and we noticed a bad bearing on the other side over there. And that's why I thought we better come back over and check these. Yeah, these were out. All last summer, I heard a squeal from over here on this side. Dad thought, and it could be that too, was one of these teeth rubbing right here. They get bent. That's what he thought, and that's what he said it was. I think it was those bearings. I'll show you what we got going on the other side too. So this stuff, like I said, Dad's a fixer, not a replacer. We could have replaced these shafts. Both sides where that bearing went bad, it had at some point locked up on this shaft and wore some metal down. Dad has filled it in, and so that when we slide the new bearing on, yeah, I did that, see that? Haha, knock knock. So that when we slide the new bearing on, it'll be tight. Maybe we saved a few bucks, I don't know. Like I said, this is the drive side. There's two chains in there, if you can see those. There's a shaft that comes across inside of here that runs from these chains in here that I've showed you before. Yeah. Makes me think now, we leased this baler for 3 years. Makes me think now, hey, maybe we should have turned it in at the end of the lease instead of buying it out. But the buyout on this baler was something we couldn't turn down. And they gave us a really good deal on the buyout, which we knew from the beginning at the lease what the buyout would be at the end. And so now we own this baler, and we leased it for 3 years. I don't think I said before in the previous video when I showed you this baler, but we crank out nearly 30,000 bales out of this thing a season. That's a lot of hay going through this. So, yeah, this is our baby. This is our moneymaker. This thing has to work. Like I said, it's only, we're going on our 4th season with it. We bought it brand new. It had been demoed somewhere. Somebody had tried it out. And we tried it out and told them we just wanted to keep it. So, you've probably seen in another video a 575 New Holland baler out in the barn. That is not mine. That is my cousin Chad's. He keeps his equipment here, and we kind of do hay together sometimes. So, that's what that is. But, yeah, nearly 30,000 bales. Last year we did 2,000 or so of straw. I think almost 3,000, excuse me, bales of straw. But still, that's bales going through this machine. And yeah, these balers new, I'm pretty sure around 30,000. They're not cheap. So, except we had it leased for 3 years and bought it out at a really good price. So, all right, I'm going to get back to work. We figured out the shaft needs to come out this way more, which means I've got to knock on the end of that with a hammer, push it through a little bit more so that this locking collar can go on there. We thought we had it. There's not enough to lock on for it to stay on there good. So I'm gonna get back to work, listen to the raindrops hitting the roof. Maybe I'll turn the radio on. everyone. So my editor tells me I haven't done a sign off in my last video, or maybe the one before that. I'm sorry. So I'm signing off right now, and I want to thank you for liking. If you have or haven't subscribed, maybe you should do that. It doesn't cost you a thing, not a penny. And we have a full moon up there tonight. Pretty cool. I was just in my hot tub that is over there. Yeah, I just got out a little bit ago. Gonna go eat some dinner. I got to get used to eating late because that's the way it's going to be all summer long. She keeps it warm for me, and I usually get in pretty late during hay season. So there's a chance we may cut hay at the end of this next week. This is Sunday. I may cut hay Friday. I don't know if the forecast holds. I don't know. We always start around the 1st of May, and it's looking good. I like to get alfalfa out of the way first because we usually get 4 cuttings a year off of that. So I want to get that out of the way. And I have some that is about 10 inches tall right now, not bloomed, but that's okay. I'm going to need some in a couple weeks for a customer. And that's about how long it takes to cure. So we'll get that done. And we'll see how that goes. And the videos on haymaking that I have planned are going to be great. You're going to love them. And if you don't, then I'm sorry. Move on. No, really. Thank you for everything. And it's a great night, beautiful night out here. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you.